Did you know that kids who play online games are exposed to rampant racism on a daily basis? Well, stay tuned to learn more and hear 5 tips for what parents can do about it. Hi YouTube, welcome to the Anti-Racism Academy. I'm Brandy Blocker Anderson, and I'm a triple Ivy League educated lawyer, teacher, activist, and the mother of an adorable 3-year-old named William. Before jumping into the tips, let's first go over why we as parents should be concerned about racism in kids' online gaming. Many of us parents go to great lengths to shield our kids from inappropriate content, but we don't realize that they're more likely than not being exposed to all kinds of racist language, even in kid-friendly games. Racism in gaming is nothing new. However, the pandemic has led to increased exposure to this bullying and harmful language. According to a New York Times article, in July 2020, children ages 9 through 12 doubled the amount of time playing Roblox, a popular online game, logging 3 billion, yes, 3 billion hours spent playing the game compared to 5 months prior. Multiplayer games like Roblox are the worst offenders because they provide unmoderated, anonymous access for kids to spew hate just because they can. Even more troubling is that white supremacist recruiters have infiltrated games like Roblox to lure kids in. As we know from the number of mass shootings, these online hate groups are largely responsible for the radicalization of white youngsters. For parents of color, we don't want our kids subjected to hate speech. To avoid being called racial slurs, many children of color will use white avatars to hide their racial identities. Now, while this may curb some of the direct attacks, this strategy teaches children of color that assimilation is the best way to combat racism. We also don't want our kids to become desensitized to these abuses.
So imagine how 12-year-old me felt when I logged onto Xbox Live for the first time and was almost immediately called the N-word. As I got older, the same things kind of happened. People were still calling me the N-word and saying racially insensitive things to me. After a while, I just kind of got used to it. It was normal, and it was just something I had to deal with if I wanted to play games online.
For white parents, you don't want your kids to learn that hate speech is a normal part of gameplay and by extension, real life. Many kids think that being online provides a veil of anonymity, but as we've seen time and time again, everything leaves a digital footprint. Comment down below, are your kids gamers? Have they dealt with any of these issues? Now that I've put you on notice, here are 5 tips for what you can do as a parent to combat racism in online gaming. Number 1, ask your kids about their online gaming experiences. Find out whether they've seen people say and do racist things. You need to know what your kids are exposed to and what they're experiencing. Ask whether they've made racist statements and use your parental 6th sense to determine whether your child is being truthful. Regardless, it's good practice to communicate to kids how serious these things are in the real world and that the things they post online could lead to expulsion from school, the loss of a scholarship, or the loss of their job. And depending on how egregious and public their behavior is, they could even go viral or be canceled if those words are traced back to them.
So it looks like 2 teens on the internet are basically begging everybody to stop contacting their potential colleges after they uploading a horrendous, racist video online.
Number 2, teach your children to screenshot bad behavior when they see it so that you can discuss it together. Make this a teachable moment for you and your kids. Have an age-appropriate discussion with them about why that language is racist and what they think should be done about it. If they try to downplay it as if it were no big deal, ask your child whether they'd keep that same energy if the racist bully were saying these things in your own home. Teach your kid to take screenshots and speak up even if they aren't the target of the racist speech. Go through the process of reporting those accounts together. Send emails to the game's customer service, CEO, or the VP of communications requesting accountability. We teach our kids to become allies by holding bullies accountable. Number 3, have your kids play games without headphones so you can hear what's going on and be there to intervene. Parents need to have open conversations with their kids about race. What YouTube channels are they subscribing to? What games are they playing? Now, don't come in like a private investigator or try to snoop around or violate their privacy. Just have a conversation. Number 4, educate yourself and your kids on hate speech symbols. Once you and your kids know what to look for, you'll be in a better position to report it. And your kids will be better able to avoid people associated with such online hate groups. The Anti-Defamation League compiled a list of hate speech symbols, which I've linked below in the description box. Have your kids read age-appropriate books about racism, such as The Hate U Give, On the Come Up, and Stamped. Between your discussions and the books they read, your children will develop the cultural fluency to name what they see and stand up for themselves and others in the face of racism. Number 5, demand better from online gaming companies. In addition to reporting offending accounts and taking screenshots, as parents, we can take it a step further and hold these companies accountable when those methods prove unsuccessful. Brands and advertisers don't want to be associated with vulgarities and hate, especially exposing children to such inappropriate content. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook allow parents to band together and publicly shed light and call out gaming companies for their complicity in exposing our kids to and normalizing racist abuse in young children. For example, you can post the screenshots to social media along with the hashtag #InsertGameNameRacism. If enough posts trend, the game company may be publicly shamed into taking action. Parents should also demand that companies implement better AI filtering for racial slurs. While foul and inappropriate speech may be filtered out, kids just change 1 or 2 letters to get around this. Gaming companies can program their technology to flag these things, like 1-letter variants of the N-word, for instance, especially those variations that are used on a daily basis. Parents should also demand that these companies focus on not only rooting out hate groups, but also hateful users. Both are important, as parents neither want their kids recruited into white supremacist groups nor harassed by children engaging in racist behavior. I hope that by pointing these issues out, I've empowered you to take action. And if you like this video and think more content like this should exist on YouTube, please subscribe, like this video, comment below with your thoughts, and share it with your circles. And power to the people, fist bump that notification bell so you can stay up to date on our latest videos. I'm Brandy Blocker Anderson. Thank you so much for watching.